Hello, I'm Austin Heyman. Welcome to Seniors Today, a monthly program produced by the Commission on Aging and devoted entirely to issues and interests of Montgomery County seniors. This month we learn about the Vital Living Network of Montgomery County. But first, we have the chance to tackle the issue of medications and patient interactions from two different perspectives. We begin with Cindy Brock, a senior healthcare researcher for the Agency for Healthcare Research and Quality. Well, welcome to Seniors Today.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here.
As we get older, we seem to have more visits with doctors, and we often get home and we realize we still have some questions. We don't remember something the doctor said. Is there something we can do about this?
Yeah, well, there are several strategies, and it's interesting what you said about not remembering what the doctor said, because in fact, 50% of what the doctor says doesn't stay with us, even when we're young. So it's important to try and think about, well, how can you cope with that? My first suggestion would be to prepare in advance. So think about, what are your goals for this visit? What do you really want to leave that office knowing? And write it down. Another strategy would be to bring a friend or family member along with you. It's great to have another set of ears there, and you can compare notes afterwards. And they may also help ask questions that you would have had later but didn't have right at the time. Another is to try not to overpack a visit. So sometimes we come in and we want to talk about a lot of different things, but make sure you know what your priorities are, because your doctor only has a certain amount of time to spend with you, and maybe you'll have to come back for another visit to get those other things done.
Well, those are good suggestions. One challenge is there are often so many forms to fill out when you get to the office, and this can be confusing. One of these is a consent to a procedure. And to me, that, and many people, it can be kind of scary sometimes. How do you deal with that?
Well, the form issue is all forms, because some people, the first thing that happens when they come into the office is they get a stack of forms and say, fill this out.
Exactly.
And it can be very intimidating, and they're not always very well designed. And sometimes it's hard to read, or people who struggle with reading. So you can always ask for assistance in filling out forms, and that's something I encourage doctors' offices to ask every person, would you like some help? It's even a measure that we have at the agency, that nationally we are seeing whether or not that assistance is being offered. The issue of informed consent is not so much about the form, although we want to have clear, understandable consent forms. Informed consent is really the process where a clinician is explaining to you the risks and benefits of any procedure or medicine that you might be taking. And it's not just of what they're recommending, but they need to make sure that you know what all the options are.
Sometimes the risks sound kind of scary. It's kind of hard to evaluate. You need this, and you need to have it done, but this can happen.
Right. And whenever, no matter how simple a procedure, things can go wrong. And it's important that you know, going into it, that there are certain risks. And sometimes people rethink and say, well, I'm not sure I want to take that risk. But always don't be afraid to ask those questions. Well, what are the chances that this is going to happen? And how many times has it happened?
That's important.
When you do this,
right?
Because you want a clinician who's done a procedure many times. So asking, do you do 100 of these a year or 500 a year?
That's a good suggestion. Yeah.
And to say, okay, well, there's almost always a risk of dying if I, go under anesthesia, but what are in terms of numbers? Well, it's going to be very small, so to try and balance things out.
As we get older, also we tend to have more than multiple doctors.
Yeah.
And how do we get them to coordinate or talk to each other?
It's a huge problem. So if you're in a like a Medicare Advantage plan and a health plan which has a set of doctors, they usually do better coordinating with each other. But for those of us who can go to any doctor we want, we need to make clear to our doctors that we want them talking to each other.
Send a report of the visit, for example.
So if I'm talking to my primary care doctor and she's referring me to see an orthopedist, I say, can you send over, not that my plan, I don't need a referral formally in order to be covered by insurance, but I want to make sure that that clinical information is being shared, and I don't want them to have to rely on me to make sure that everything, very often they expect you, the patient, to be filling them in on what the other doctors say, or what the test results were, or those kind of things. And increasingly, doctors are having referral agreements with each other.
Oh, really?
So that you say, well, rather than just going off and saying, I'll find an orthopedist, who do you work with, so that you kind of can build your own care team.
That's a good idea. I don't know about, I think I'm not unusual, and I will use the web sometimes. I have a question about either a medicine or a procedure or a disease.
Yep.
And I'll go to my computer and put in the name of whatever it is. And so are there some resources that on the web that are better than others? Because some are probably not so good.
Now, the answer is yes to that. And the web is a dangerous place because there's a lot of misinformation out there, but we tend to think, it's accurate because it's up on the web. Think about what the source of the information is. So you want a source that's unbiased, that doesn't have a vested interest in you doing something or buying a particular product. So, for example, my agency, ARC, has treatment options where it synthesizes a whole bunch of research comparing two different treatments and tells you what the bottom line is.
So we want to give the website of your agency. Can you give us the website?
Absolutely. It's www.ahrq.gov.
Great, because obviously you have a lot of information there that we want to use.
That's right. And there are other great websites like Medline Plus, which is from the National Institutes of Medicine.
Right, I've used that one. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, and they even have an easy-to-read series. So if you type in your search engine, Medline Plus, easy to read, you'll get a lot of information about, and even tutorials that will read to you if you have a hard time reading the screen.
And there's a lot more that we could talk about, but we're about out of time.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming in.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
When we return, we'll talk about your relationship with your pharmacist and what questions and concerns you should have. We'll be right back.
Looking for a way to get around downtown Silver Spring? Hop on the Route 28 Van Go Free Circulator. The Route 28 Van Go Free Circulator provides rides Monday through Thursday from 7 a.m. to midnight and Friday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. Fast, convenient, and free. There's no better way to get around downtown. To find out more information about the Route 28 Van Go Free Circulator, including route information, visit us online or dial 311.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going. Recycle more now.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls, 311. MC311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Welcome back to Seniors Today. You may have a wonderful relationship with your doctor, but there's another invaluable resource for your medication questions, and that is your pharmacist. And joining me to tell us more is Brian Benson, a managing pharmacist at Walgreens and adjunct professor at Georgetown University. Well, welcome to Seniors Today.
Thank you for having me.
So many of us get multiple prescriptions for drugs from our doctors, and sometimes we forget when and how to take them. And what can we do about that?
Good thing is you have a great resource. A lot of times it's not utilized. That would be me, the pharmacist. So what we see on a day-to-day basis are all of your medications organized in your computer profile with us. We have easy apps for patients to use, refill reminders, phone calls. Like I said, email goes out when something may be overdue. We make late to refill calls. If I notice maybe Austin hasn't taken his medication and it's been a couple weeks overdue, sometimes we give a friendly phone call and inquire about why you haven't been or if you had just forgotten. So unfortunately, there are a lot of seniors that are taking a lot of medications, and it can be very hard to manage. So
another concern that we have is the side effect question. You know, you get the medication and it says 6 kind of things could happen to you. That can be scary. I don't know. I guess is that the kind of thing we should talk to our doctor about? Can we talk to a pharmacist about it?
I would encourage anybody starting a new medication to fully understand what the medication is for and the side effects. That being said, I wouldn't recommend anybody to go out on the internet to kind of Google, if you will, what these side effects are, or to take heart into the long list, laundry list of side effects on the commercials. Majority of those can be very serious side effects, but they're also very rare. What that means particularly is a conversation best had with myself, the pharmacist, or the doctor, who can give you a real scope on it. And some of those side effects, you say, what is that? I don't know what that is. I couldn't understand that. So let the doctor and let the pharmacist be a great resource for you to kind of simplify, what those side effects are and how you could recognize that and what you should actually be concerned about.
Yeah, you mentioned on television. I mean, these ads on television, they'll name a certain drug and then in the next 30 seconds list.
They'll list 50 side effects. Yes, you're right. So my recommendation would be very important to look into that, but consult with your doctor and your pharmacist before making any kind of decisions.
Another problem, of course, is the cost of drugs. Some can be very expensive, and you may not be clear whether they're covered by your insurance. Is that another thing you can discuss with the pharmacist?
So when it comes to cost, I think this is one of the biggest burdens we have on our seniors today. No pun intended for the show. Costs are what the pharmacist really understands. Your doctor is not going to understand the costs associated with the medications oftentimes. They get samples to hand out in the meantime, but really knowing what it's going to cost you out of pocket and how that affects your day-to-day living is something they're not familiar with. The pharmacist really understands co-payments, the structure of your formulary, for instance, which is a formulary will just be the list of approved medications in tiering on medications. So does your insurance plan prefer drug A over drug B? If they do, drug A might be much cheaper for you. And maybe drug A then has the same overall benefit as drug B. Your doctor wasn't aware of that. Quick conversation with the pharmacist could identify that and get that changed for you to save you some money.
So when you say drug A's, one of the questions is, can you take the generic of a?
So you can take a generic if a generic is available. There are rights to medications, so if they still have the patent out for the active ingredient for that, unfortunately there may not be a generic for some of the medications. However, if you talk with the pharmacist, there may be a generic medication very comparable to the name brand medication that could give you the same overall health benefit, that we could have that conversation with your doctor to change that medication for you. In some instances, unfortunately, there may not be, but in that instance, it's important to maybe choose the preferred one in that insurance plan.
A generic is just as good?
Generics are just as good when available. They're FDA approved. They go through the same study. A lot of people want to know, well, what's can be the difference? The active medication in a generic is identical to that in a name brand, but they can have differences in inactive ingredients, dyes, for instance, or fillers in the pills.
So another issue is the potential conflict between you taking this medicine and then another doctor prescribes a different medicine for a different problem.
Yes.
How do you deal with? I mean,
difficult to manage. It's still, even nowadays, is something that we struggle with a little bit. We have a great system that can catch interactions for us and screen. We look always actively at the prescriptions that you bring to us at our pharmacy, screen for any drug interactions or medication problems, and identify those, whether it's a quick conversation with yourself or something where we talk to the doctor before. One thing I would stress about that, please do not go to multiple pharmacies. When you go to different pharmacies, they may not be able to see other medications that you take. And if you get a new medication, as you'd mentioned on your previous segment, from seeing multiple doctors, you could have a major drug interaction between the two medications. The doctors weren't aware because it was from different doctors. The pharmacists weren't aware because they're at different pharmacies, and we didn't have that screening in place to check for that.
so we've talked about a number of things. I'm just curious to ask you, because you are a pharmacist, what's the most common concern that a senior will have coming into your pharmacy?
The biggest overall concern that seniors have is costs. So
Cost.
we kind of mentioned that. One thing I didn't get to touch on in understanding how you can help manage costs. Some medications are unavoidable and you need them for your health. It's important to choose then the right Medicare plan for you. For instance, a lot of our seniors will have a Medicare Part D plan. And what you want to understand with that Part D plan is the kind of new concept, preferred pharmacy versus a networked pharmacy. If you check with your insurance plan, I'm sure they'll give you some literature information to know which one is a preferred pharmacy. A preferred pharmacy really just means that your insurance plan will offer you their cheapest or lowest copayments available for your medication if you use that pharmacy. My advice to the seniors, if you have a pharmacy you like and a great pharmacist, stick with that pharmacy. Check with them every year and check which Medicare plans they will be networked with coming up, and if they have any preferred plans for the next calendar year when you have your open enrollment period.
Well, you've given us a lot of important information. I have one last question. Do you have a newsletter? Is there a newsletter that you would, or a resource out there that you, besides the pharmacist and the doctor, that you would go to, would recommend?
As far as understanding just generally health concerns, I would just stick to, as Cindy had mentioned in previous segments, accredited sites and try to use simplified terms. I think reading as much as you can about stuff is good, but I would always just please default anything you read back to your healthcare professional who is aware of all the medications and current health conditions that you have. That's the most important. Please take advantage of information available to you, but always double check with the people who are in charge of overseeing your health.
Well, thanks so much for coming in and sharing your expertise.
Thank you for having me.
When we come back, we'll close the show today with a special look at a program called the Vital Living Network of Montgomery County. So please stay with us. We'll be right back.
Hey, mister, down here. You illegally passed the stop school bus. I'm placing you in timeout, and this timeout means big fines, plus you really could have hurt somebody. That's why school buses are being equipped with video cameras to help kids like me stay safe, so respect the bus.
The pain will not control us. It will never break us, define us, or keep us still. Because arthritis can't beat us if we beat it first. In the fight against arthritis, you need a weapon. What's yours? Visit the Arthritis Foundation at fightarthritispain.org.
Be active.
Welcome back to Seniors Today. The Vital Living Network is a program here in Montgomery County to keep seniors active and engaged in their community. Recently, the county's television show, Did You Know?, did a wonderful piece on the program, and we wanted to share it with you.
Montgomery County's population is approximately 1 million people. Did you know that 1/3 of our residents are over 50 years old? The Vital Living Network, or VLN, was organized to serve them. Here's more.
The Vital Living Network, in a nutshell, is an organization of individuals who are committed to informing the county's population about the opportunities for older adults in the county.
We want to both promote quality of life and also enable people to get involved with the county and contribute to the county.
The Vital Living Network is a group of county and community leaders who are focused on vital living for seniors through lifelong learning, through volunteering, through employment. It's just getting people engaged and really thriving in their environment to keep them in Montgomery County as well.
We have always tried to make certain that our seniors are as comfortable as they can be. We have programs for seniors. In my former life, I was the mayor of Gaithersburg. We had a senior center, a very popular, and still do, a very popular place. And Montgomery County is doing very similar things.
We have a wonderful community, and our seniors are such an important part of our community, and we are committed to our seniors. We want our seniors to stay in place. We pride ourselves on being a community for a lifetime. We are working very hard to make sure that they have the services and that they can live a full, rich, enlivened life.
In a survey that was recently done by the county executive, 85% of the seniors in Montgomery County want to stay here. And in Montgomery County, which is unique in terms of its talent and the diversity of the population, 43,000 of the seniors speak languages other than English at home. So we have a diverse population, but we think they're united by the desire to stay engaged and stay active and stay healthy.
Well, it began as a sort of partnership between government agencies in the county that provide services and programs that appeal to older adults, people 55 and over, and then a combination of nonprofits and individuals with an interest in aging. We have a number of people who had worked in aging and are retired but continue to want to work in the field, and we have some wonderful talent that way.
The whole idea was to say, okay, well, what can we do as a county to keep people here? We don't want them all going to Florida. So, we want our tax structure to stay firm, and we want to offer the services that they want. So a few of us got together, kind of the movers and the shakers, and said, okay, well, what are we offering? What can we do? What can we plan for the future? So that's how it all started.
We see seniors pitching in terms of what we call civic engagement, becoming more involved to make Montgomery a good place to live.
The largest senior center is the one we're sitting in now, which was an old elementary school, so the building is probably 70 years old almost, and was made into a senior center about 35 years ago. And there's so much offered here. I mean, any kind of course that you might need, a driving course, you want to learn Spanish, you want to learn French, you want to learn how to swim, you go to the aquatic center. Whatever you want to do, and even if you don't know that you want to do it, you take one of the recreation pamphlets out and you say, hey, this could be for me. So it's just a question of putting yourself out there a little bit.
Certainly part of Vital Living is giving back to the community and being engaged, and because there's so many benefits to volunteering, studies have shown that it increases your life and it increases, decreases social isolation, and you meet great people. That's the biggest secret of volunteering. You meet like-minded people who want to do good. And if you find something that's your passion that you want to look forward to doing every day, that's a great volunteer match. There's also a helper's high that they've demonstrated of volunteering, that not only does the beneficiary benefit, but the giver also benefits. So it's a win-win.
Another big theme for us has been lifelong learning. We have a representative of the Montgomery College Lifelong Learning Center.
Lifelong Learning Institute is a program that provides educational opportunities for individuals 50 and over at Montgomery College. What distinguishes this program is the fact that we offer a broad variety of choices in courses we offer, in geographical location, and in course format. We also make our courses college quality, as well as provide active learning opportunities with sometimes experiential components. So we keep our students mentally engaged, physically active, and socially engaged as well. We serve normally over 1,000 students per semester, and the range of courses might be from 80 to 100. We also offer students opportunity to take courses at different locations. Our main hub is Gaithersburg Business Training Center. That's wonderful, modern facility, but we also offer courses on Rockville campus, Germantown, and Tacoma Park, as well as in libraries at senior centers as well.
In the past, the Vital Living Network had a print publication called The Navigator. And we noticed that there were lots of print publications, but the problem with them is that the information changes. So we took the Navigator and transposed it into the Networker. And now with the partnership with Montgomery County Government, Department of Health and Human Services, it's on the county's website. And so our job is really to let people know what's available, what they can do, what are the opportunities, how they can contribute. So we feel like we've been successful, but we have more work to do as a county senior population grows in its numbers and diversity.
To learn more about the Vital Living Network, go to montgomerycountymd.gov and search for Vital Living Networker. The brochure is available in PDF form.
Well, that's it for this month's Seniors Today. Don't forget that you can access a great deal of information about county services for seniors by going to the Montgomery County Senior website at www.montgomerycountymd.gov/seniors. Or call the Senior Resource Line at 240-777-3000. And as always, thank you for watching Seniors Today.
When some people struggle with their mortgage payments, they become frozen, petrified. Not knowing what to do, they do nothing. But the people who take action are far more likely to get the most positive outcome. Making Home Affordable is a free government program. Call now to talk one-on-one with a housing expert about the options that are right for you. Real help, real answers, right now.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for information on how to provide even better care for the person who once took care of you.
There's a reason why area law enforcement are out enforcing pedestrian and traffic safety laws and preventing killer pedestrian crashes. Be alert, be street smart,